Smartview EMS 64-bit installed on Windows Server 2016. After downloading the zip file and extracting, we'll right-click and run the installer with administrator privilege, and we'll install MS SQL Database, English version. Now the installation program for the MS SQL is a unattended install. Unattended meaning there's no user intervention or any required input from the user during the installation process. Unattended installation ensures that the default instance is created along with the mixed mode and that the SA password is properly given so that the EMS server later is able to connect to and access the database. Now you can see here that the buttons are grayed out. There's no user intervention. It will just continue along. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to skip forward to where the installation's almost finished. And here's the very end, almost finished installation of MS SQL Server. This is Server Express version 2014, and it's a 64-bit if you're installing this on a Windows server. It is crucial that after installing MS SQL, the computer be rebooted, whether it's Windows 10, Windows Server, whatever. It needs to be rebooted so that the service is properly running and that the EMS can connect and install properly. Okay, this is the password, the default password, which is for the SA user. You can change it here or leave it the way it is. Okay, we're going back after booting and again running the administrator install and choosing the install EMS. Now since this is a 64-bit program, we're going to browse and scan to the program files folder and then click English. This will install the EMS into the 64-bit program files folder. As you can see here, needs to create a directory, and the setup tool will start. Need to enter our password for the SA, and we're going to use the static IP and change the memory to 1024. And then click install. Now the new database will be created and populated with initial data. Following that, shortcuts will be made and placed on the desktop, and the installation is complete. And we can exit. So that is the installation of Smartview. Okay, now a very important thing to do is to take care of the permissions. So we're going to go to the program files folder, and we'll right click on the EMS folder and choose the properties, go to security tab, and we're going to choose the all users. And then edit, and we're going to give all permissions. Apply, OK, OK. Now as a test to see if we have permissions, we're going to try to create a text file. is by right-clicking, New Text File, and we'll just enter a text file. Now, if you did not have permissions, you wouldn't even be able to get this far. But that's good, and we can just delete that file. Okay, to start the server, click the icon. EMS server will start. To start the admin console, click the settings button. The admin login password is 4 zeros, default. And you'll have the admin console. This is the administration console for EMS running on the server. See, there's different functional tabs up here. And the one that we're going to use first will be a discovery, where we can add devices. To log out, exit, and you can stop the server, and again, close that. That's the EMS shutdown. Okay, for this very last section here, we're going to start the server, start the admin console, and we're going to add our first device. And we'll do this by going to the Discovery tab, set up an IP address range where I know the units are, and start my search. Discovery goes out and looks for SNMP agents that are running on the network. So it's also possible to find other devices as well as CTC Union devices. Okay, rather than take a long time to scan, we'll stop there and we'll bring up one device to manage. Assign a name, give it the proper credentials for SNMP. This device we're going to use SNMP v2, and now we have a device that's been added. Now, after agent's been added, we need to go to the broker and start polling. We'll use the default poller. Now, if you check the... Okay, we're going to log in with the EMS console, or the client, sorry. Again, admin, 4 zeros. As this is the first time we've logged in with the console, it's totally empty. We're going to create a new tree by clicking the tree icon and adding a root name. Then we'll click on that root and add an element. And we'll go directly to add a device, and we'll look under the device and add it. Now we've gone to our display view, and we're actually looking at the real-time status of all the cards that are in this FRM220 chassis. And of course you can click on a card and get into the individual settings for each card. That's it.